We have the greatest story. This is a person that used to live in Spartanburg, but in South Carolina, but now lives in Florida, but still wants to be part of the His Radio family. And so she says that for 2 years in Spartanburg, the radio station really helped her. And then when she moved, she took us along with her. She said, Jesus' love for me, I'm reminded of that every day when I listen to His Radio. And she said the station and the gift that she's giving is going to be part of her tithe this month. And she said she can't do it every month, but she's going to give everything that she can.
That's good. Sounds like she doesn't have a local church just yet because that's where the tithe belongs. But thank you so much for your love and your generosity. 3 days away from Hold On to Hope at His Radio. Give your very best gift, and you don't have to wait. You can give online today at hisradio.com.
His Morning Crew.
There is the cutest little kid on TikTok. I don't know her name, but I was scrolling through social media the other day, and man, she is just the cutest thing. She wanted to talk a little bit about Jesus.
So, I'm going to talk about Jesus.
Hallelujah.
That's too loud.
Okay, sorry.
Do it nicely.
Oh,
okay?
yes. Hallelujah.
Do it nicely.
She was like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm talking about Jesus. You chill out just a little bit. That was the cutest thing ever.
Tap it back a little bit, Dad.
Exactly, but she's got to be 3. Cute.
And she commands the entire room.
Yes, she
His
does.
Morning Crew.
Here's the sad thing for a lot of college, or not college, but high school seniors is the prom. That has been canceled for obvious reasons. And so you probably can imagine when Savannah's mom looked at her and said, baby girl, get in your prom dress. We're taking pictures. Savannah's like, come on, rolls the eyes. I'm not doing that. So finally, she got into the prom dress because mama made her.
Right.
And the doorbell rings and nobody's answering the doorbell. And here's Savannah in the prom dress.
She's like, I'm not going to answer the door in this.
But she had to because nobody was answering the door and the person was persistent. So she goes downstairs, she opens up the door, and there's her daddy in his military outfit.
Stop.
The family planned an at-home prom for the baby girl. For their daughter. Yes, the whole thing had the music, did the dancing, everything. Dad was the date for her daughter, Savannah, or his daughter, Savannah, for the prom.
That is so cool.
He wanted to do something.
Oh, like that. My heart just was like, boom.
It has something.
That's so sweet.
So way to go. I think dads and moms are going to be doing that just about everywhere.
We got
just to help out a little bit.
Think of things around.
His Morning Crew.
We had a gift that came in from someone who said, I am so glad you're talking about people that have been furloughed and maybe are not able to give, that they can join us in prayer. But they said that they still have their pension coming in. So they're going to use that. It looks like maybe possibly the entire pension check. I don't even know.
For real?
Yeah. And said because His Radio has gotten them through so many hard times and is always there in the good times, in the bad times, that they just felt like they had to. And please continue to pray for all healthcare and other essential workers.
How amazing.
Yeah.
They gave their very best gift.
They had.
Their very best gift. So in 3 days, we're raising the budget for this radio station. In one day, we have the opportunity to help get to that before we get to our fundraiser this summer. Really needs your help. You can give your very best gift just like they did out of their pension. Amazing. So here's the website. You can give online today. You don't have to wait until Thursday with Hold On to Hope event. Give today at hisradio.com.
His Morning Crew.
It's Rob and Liz, His Radio, thinking about those cartoons that you probably grew up with, that you still enjoy, that takes you back, and you can bear through COVID-19. So Rachel is along with us this morning.
Rachel, what was that cartoon that you said takes you right back to what, like mid-90s?
The Richard Scarry, the Busy World of Richard Scarry. I'm sorry, I used to call it Busy Town, but then I did a Google search for an image, and then I realized it's called The Busy World of Richard Scarry.
Did you just realize that, like, recently?
Yeah, actually, when she asked, what was your favorite cartoon, and I thought it was called Busy Town.
Isn't that funny how we remember things as kids and then that becomes gospel? I mean, that becomes exactly what it is.
Were you heartbroken when you realized this?
I was just kind of shocked because I call it that my whole life, and maybe people didn't know what I was talking about when I said Busy Town.
Now that you say it, I mean, the whole premise of the show was about Busy Town. There was a cat
Yeah.
and a gorilla and all that. Have you watched it recently?
I actually watched an episode, like half an episode. You know, it's still good. The first episode is like, so they're in a bakery and so one of the kids' dolls falls into the dough, and then they think this bread's haunted, and they go get the Sergeant Murphy, who's a dog. And I was like, oh wow, this is
Rachel along with us. It's Rob and Liz. His
Rob and
radio.
Liz.
His morning crew.
You know, if this would have happened at the beginning of the year, they wouldn't have missed out on so many milestones, but they're missing out on proms and senior days. And of course, some are having a kind of a strange graduation ceremony. But somebody started a Facebook group called Adopt a Senior 2020. Quarantine, the one that got away. Yeah. And so you can adopt seniors from all across the country. Well, somebody got a hold of it and made one specifically for South Carolina. I believe there's one specifically for Georgia and North Carolina. So those are all separate pages. And you can post pictures and information about your senior, whether it's high school or college, and somebody can adopt them. And you may think, okay, well, you know, what do they do when they adopt? They just put together goodie bags or send cards or like an Amazon wish list. You can send them just to brighten their day and say, we care that you're going through this.
Liz won't tell you, but I think if I understand this right, she's adopted about 50 of those high school seniors.
Did you talk to Joey? Because he said, I've got to stop.
Did he?
Yeah.
How many had? Seriously, she's not going to say, but I know she's doing some.
Well, I have a high school senior.
Right.
And so, you know, I know he's taking it very well. He really is. I mean, he's doing very well. Of course, when the baseball season was taken away, I think that was the heart, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I see kids that haven't been adopted yet on this page, and it just breaks my heart. And I'm like, I can get, you know, just send them some candy, some favorite candy that they like. Or I sent, you know, a girl a devotional book because that's what she really loves. And brighten their day.
Good for you.
What's the harm in that?
Good for you. Oh, wait a minute. This is Joey. It's
Oh,
her
no.
husband. No, seriously, she needs to stop. She has 81 seniors that she's adopted so far.
I can't help it. I love
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Coming up on Thursday, 3 days from today, is Hold On to Hope. And we heard from this beautiful family who's been supporting his radio for a number of years because they get hope from his radio. And they simply said they can't express the level of comfort that they get. Their 21-year-old daughter had 2 heart transplants. 2 heart transplants. And because of the complications from the second one, she went to her ultimate home in September 2019. And they're like, the continual bathing of God's love through his radio and the music has been present in their family's journey. And there's so much more to the story that they say, but in honor of Ashley's memory, they are a part of the family of his radio that continues to keep his radio on the air. And they grasp a hold of hope, and they know that through their giving, they're providing hope.
Yeah, for someone else that may be going through something, not exactly the same as they did, but something just as, I hate to use the word traumatic, but just as deeply emotionally draining. Or maybe it's somebody that's going through something that is amazing, awesome. You know, their walk with God is stronger because they're listening to these songs and being encouraged and uplifted. So, yeah, I love that kind of a story.
Thursday's a big day for us, providing hope to people just like that one family in Ashley's memory that we're talking about this morning. So even though we're not doing a week-long fundraiser, could you give your very best gift? If not in 3 days during Hold On to Hope, how about right now through our website at hisradio.com? Thank you so much for your gift. You are definitely going to make a difference.